Yes?
What do we have here?
Welcome back. Did you find any moon silver artifacts?
Here's what I found.
Ah, wonderful. Thank you so much, Surfacer. Compensation, as agreed. And you know what? Here, a little extra for your efforts. You earned it. Let me know if you find anything else on your travels.
Interesting.
Ah, my favourite surfacer. I see you made it out all right.
Save it. Do you want to explain why someone named Holdark Stonebrow asked me to get his grandmother's heirloom from a tomb belonging to the Akshale family?
Damn it. Fine. Let me explain. You're right. It belongs to Bazik Akshale, a dwarf I once considered my best friend. But a best friend doesn't assume you betrayed him after one little mistake. He never even heard me out. Ever since then, he and his new granite buddies won't stop harassing me. They've plundered my home, beat me in the streets, so no, I don't have any remorse for that stone licker. He always talked about his grandmother's heirloom and how he admired it as a child. If he wants betrayal, then by Nihav, I'll give him betrayal. Now hand it over so I can leave this place behind.
Here's the heirloom, then. Do whatever you want with it.
Glad you understand, officer. Thank you. Well, I better get going. Won't be long before Baz realizes what I've done. Hope our paths cross again someday.
Yes?
As you make your way towards Greykeep, the Wolf Guard is in high spirits. Not only was the mission a full success, you were relieved to find the Blackstone rebels getting along well with the men and women of the Wolf Guard. Allies, you think with a smile as your cohort of humans and dwarves crosses the city gates, riding past baffled guards. You can use them.
All right. Time to report to Her Majesty. Over here.
And you are certain your brother and your men can handle Arrakis when the time comes?
We will probably need your help, but yes. Until then, my men will be at your full disposal to deal with those other threats. Don't expect a dwarven elite army yet, but, well, we can handle our own.
Very well. One more thing before we conclude this conversation. High Hierophant Arrakis. What is your opinion of him, General?
He's extremely dangerous and he has half of Windwall under his thumb already, if not more. Whatever we do, we need to be careful.
We will. Be that as it may, there is still work to be done before we can restore the mosaic. Let me know once you've looked into all the trails.
Yes. Keep it up. This way. Stay close. Out of the way. Someone posted a new bounty. I can take care of that. No problem.
Finally, some action.
Desolate and austere for as far as the eye can see, the howling steppes carve a no-man's land into the heartland of southern Fiora. Intense storms can form with little warning on the windswept plains, but pass just as quickly, thanks to the relentless winds that define the region. Only those who wish to be forgotten linger here.
You got it.
What do you need? Healing now.
Get ready!
Attack! Healing now. Damn it. Healing now.
I need help. I need help.
It must be done.
This is how it ends. I need help.
I need help over here.
I need help.
I need help over here.
They killed one of our heroes.
So, what's the plan?
This is it. Come on, we're not losing you.
Yes. What is it?
Interesting. Bandits! There's bound to be more!
May I ask you something, Sir Wraith? If you're able to see souls, do you also see where they go when they die?
consider it done.
Few maps exist in the Greykeep libraries of the Lorrainian swamplands. A vast underground swath of bog and marsh on the fringes of the Exalted Father's realm. It is a dark, damp, and dismal place, seldom visited by traders or travelers of any sort. Still, the region is home to several dark elven villages, its people enjoying a degree of freedom from the rigidity of life in the capital.
Just give the word.
Go ahead.
What do you require?
Yes?
Yes? Sure. Uh-huh.
Huh. This letter. It's addressed to Herrick Grainblast in Windholm.
Grainblast? Isn't that the dwarf who was worried about his son?
Yeah, him. Looks like the messenger didn't make it. We should take this back to him. What do we have here?
Let's get this over with.
Try to keep up.
You lead, I follow.
Ah, you're back. Please tell me you have good news.
Why Calibrock? What was he hoping to find there?
He was always fascinated with the idea of other far-off lands. Calibrock was supposed to be the first of many stops on his so-called tour of Fiera. You know, it was actually his friend's idea to travel together. I doubt my boy would have gotten the notion to leave Windhome on his own.
I found a letter for you from your son. It seems the messenger was killed in transit.
Oh, so he did right. Good lad. Let me see. Odd.
What's odd?
Well, he goes on and on about Torrin, his friend. Torrin this, Torrin that. Well, I suppose when you're traveling with another person, you're bound to talk about them a lot. Thank you for bringing this to me. I still don't like it that he's knee-half knows where, but this is a relief. Here, take this. You deserve it.
Thanks.
Aye, and if you ever meet my son on the road, remind him that his pa wants him to come home.
As Wraith orders the cohort to a sudden stop after a 2-day journey through the swamps of Lar, you cast him a questioning glance. He points to a mountain in the distance, towering towards the white-blue sky. We're here. A moment passes before you notice the opening at the foot of the mountain, like a crack in the hull of an insect's egg. If there's information on those masked elves, then this is where we'll find it, he says as he steers his horse around and makes for Calibrock.
I didn't think I'd ever come back here. At least not so soon.
How long has it been?
4 years.
I'm still surprised these guards let us through, no questions asked. We stand out like a bunch of goblins at a court ball.
As I said, the Exalted Father is on good terms with most other nations and puts a lot of effort into keeping it that way. In other words, as long as we conduct ourselves respectfully, we shouldn't get into trouble.
Are we free to talk to the citizens?
Yes. Though you can expect them to be reserved, most Dark Elves prefer to stay among themselves.
Fair enough. So, where do we meet this mercenary leader?
I arranged a meeting place. Come on.
A storm is coming.
Look out!
If I must.
Let's be quick! I could use some healing!
Yes?
Who were they? Thugs?
Derelicts, probably. Outlaws who abandoned their caste. Though these look like they just fled the communes a few days ago.
The communes?
Right. You wouldn't know. Dark Elven children are taken from their birth parents at the age of 4 and are given a concoction that wipes most of their memory. Then they are sent into the communes. Giant buildings where they live until they come of age, with hundreds of other children who were born the same year. These are their brothers and sisters, whereas the Exalted Father and his queen become their parents from the time they enter the commune until they come of age.
They wipe their memory? In other words, Dark Elves don't know their birth parents?
No. And reaching out to your child while it's still in the communes is a punishable crime. You'd also be wasting your time, because once your child has been given the concoction, you're no more than a stranger to him or her anyway.
Your son didn't grow up in a commune, though, did he?
No. We lived in a village near the border where laws weren't that strict. Also, being influential, as I was back then, allows different options when it comes to the upbringing of your child.
Figures. The Exalted Father becomes their actual father. That's mostly symbolic, isn't it?
Symbolic, but deeply imprinted into their brains.
To what end, though?
To weed out the weak from the strong, and to determine which caste the child is most suitable for. Intelligence, strength, endurance, etc.
And what happens to the weak?
Depends. Most of them just end up in endurance, doing farmer's work. Others die.
And the parents agree to this?
Well, they don't bake cakes and throw confetti to mark the occasion, but yes, they agree. The communes are an inseparable part of Dark Elven culture, and, albeit at a cost, they work. The communes provide every child with the same chance. That's more than can be said about Finon Mir or Nortanda culture.
So they're raised and educated in the communes?
By the overseers, yes. Though they don't intervene too much, apart from training and teaching them. The idea is to let the pack, the children of each generation, develop their own hierarchy and dynamics.
Throw them into a pit and see who comes out on top.
Well said.
So, abandoning your commune or caste gets you outlawed.
You become a derelict, yes. You're not persecuted until you commit a crime, but you're basically locked out of society. Which, well, you know what desperation does. This group must have been very desperate, trying to mug people so close to the city center. Either way, let's push on.
Interesting.
Over there?
Really?
Look at that. A highbrow.
Are they talking about us?
About you. Just ignore them.
A pale blood. We don't get many these days. What can I give you to ease your travels? A potion, maybe? Provisions?
Let me see your wares.
Of course.
A fair offer.
Armors and shields, everything from copper daggers to moon silver swords.